the statement that it says you will only be asked the artery vein structures from the artery vein slide. So even though we may come across another slide that has arteries and veins in it, you will not be asked about the layers. Now on the structures that we have to know are just the layers. And so we went over this in class, if you remember, all of our little tunicas here. So tunica intima and the tunica externa. So those are our three layers. Again, you are learning this to recognize it. I don't know if multiple choice makes a huge difference, but you're looking at it to go, oh yeah, that's this one. And look for it on the multiple choices that you have. So this is one vessel. Look how it's shaped, like that. And then the other one is like this. So which one has more structure to it? Well, so, okay,
I know. I get the eye doctor.
one or two?
One.
Okay, so let me talk about what structure means. Structure means it can hold its shape.
Two.
So that one versus this one. This one holds its shape better. So you think this is an artery or a vein? An artery. Why would it be an artery and not a vein? Why is it holding its shape better? Which layer should be thicker in the artery than the vein?
The tunica media.
The tunica media, the muscle layer. All right, so what do we call this big open space?
Lumen.
Lumen. So from the lumen, the inside layer would be the tunica intima. So if it's pointing toward the inside of the lumen, then that's going to be your tunica intima. If it's pointing on the outside where it's kind of flaking off here, tunica externa, and then all of this, tunica media. That's all muscle layer. So on the vein, over here, same thing. Except that the media layer, tunica media layer, is super thin. So again, this would be the lumen. So coming from the lumen, that's our tunica what? Intima. From the outside here, all of this would be our tunica externa. Tunica externa. And really, it's this layer that's right here. It's all of this section right here. That's the tunica media. It's still starting to flake off here. So the media layer is not very big in the vein. Yes?
The external with the adventitia and the parentheses, can we see it that way on the test?
It probably will not have the parentheses on there. I'll give you another difference. I think that's the kind of. All right, so where's the here? Do you see more than one of each?
Yes.
Okay. How many arteries do you see?
Two.
Two. Very good. This one and this one would be our arteries. All the rest of these, more veins. So again, we're elongated, not very circular. Those would be our veins. So again, here we'll go on this side. So the tunica intima, the tunica media, and the tunica externa. It's kind of around the outside. On this side, tunica intima around the edge. The tunica media is much thinner on this side, and the tunica externa on the outside. For the artery, what was this one? Tunica media out here. Tunica externa, and then for the inside, tunica intima. So again, when they ask the question, the pointer that would be on the microscope would be pointing from the lumen this direction rather than the other way. Because it gets kind of weird because you can't really tell what it's pointing at. So for intima, it's always gonna be coming from the lumen, pointing that way, or it can come this way and point that way. But it will not come this way and go, what's this? Not good. Okay. So artery vein slide, 3 things you have to know on each. You should be able to recognize an artery is, and the other thing, that first slide that I showed, I had to keep going back and forth between the artery on one side and the vein on the other. When you have the only 3, so it's mucus acini, serous acini, and salivary ducts. This one again, Dean, try not to do it. This is about as good as it's going to get. Okay, so the 3 types of cells. So the mucus acini, there's not very many mucus acini in these slides, and you kind of have to look toward the edges. If I remember right, that's what we had to do last semester. So when you look at this, the mucus acinis are these blobs of cells, and you can see these little black dots kind of toward the outer edge of the cells, and those are the nuclei, but they're kind of maybe 2 or 3, kind of look like cloud kind of things that are sitting there. So these are all the mucus acinis, and it looks so much better in there. I don't know why they look so good here, but these are the ones. Now, what are these? That's adipose. So don't get that confused. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for something with a cell structure, nucleus in it. So don't think those are mucus acini. These are mucus acinis here. All right, the serous acini would be pretty much the whole background of the submandibular. So really, any of these are serous acini cells. Any of these. Any of those, all over the place. Any of these, serous acini. So it's the whole background. The majority of the submandibular is serous acini. Then we have salivary ducts. The word duct, you need to think of a circle of cells. So you would have making a circle, and then there's nuclei in there. That would be a duct. So a salivary duct, we're looking for something like this. So this would not be it. That's like a vessel. Okay? This, and again, looks so much better in here because I can actually see the cells. That is a salivary duct. So you should be able to see this kind of structure in it. So the circle of cells, that's a salivary duct. So submandibular, lots of serous acini, not as many mucus acini, and then the salivary ducts are right there. Let me see if I can find another one. Like a super small one.
Professor, on our notes.
Those are all salivary ducts. So you should be able to see here the little black nuclei making its way into little cubes. And in fact, let's see. That would be, oh gosh, sorry. That would be one too. This one here is just kind of misshapen, but that would be it. And then I think, let me make sure. Yep, these over here. So what are these again? Adipose. Don't fall for that. That's adipose. You can see. Back to this one.
Is that one at the bottom?
Bottom. Which way?
You're right.
Here.
No,
Bottom left.
looks like right in the middle.
You can see.
So
You
that,
can see.
so that big white area, is that more adipose or is that an actual?
No, I think that's just like a connective tissue that's in there. Because the gland is going to have some of that structure right there. Okay. Sorry, when I focus it on here, it's not focused up here. So these are the mucous. Okay, so that structure, that serous stimulum, it's not, so let me take a little tour. So sublingual. So not that there is not any serous acini, but again, it's not the majority. So this time the majority, you see here are mucous acini. Mucous acini. So this is the mucous acini, up close and personal. A little bit better here. So these are all mucous acinis. What is this? Duct. Salivary duct. Now the serous stimulum. Best way I can explain this, it's like a beanie hat on the mucous acini. Like a crescent moon shaped thing. So this little thing, that's a good one right here. This one, that little hat. Any of these? Little dark sections that are on the sides. So that one, this one. They may not all have a great one. So here's another one right there. There's a good one. So we go for the obvious ones. The real good, thick little hats that sit on them. So any of these, there's some good ones up here. That's a great one. So serous diminutive. Diminutive. Crescent moon.
We can't do it. We did it last time, just me and you. So we did it last time. We were like partner. Do you want to drop right? Ni dijo bye. Ni dijo bye.
Okay. So over here, just one more time, salivary duct. Actually, there's two of them. What are these? Mucous acini, and then that little thing, serous stimulum. So you should know the difference. Sublingual has a lot of the mucous acini. Almost looks like a brain in a way. So subacini. Big tooth right there. Ooh, much better. All right, so what's this? Pulp cavity. What area am I in?
The root.
What's this stuff?
Dentin.
Dentin. What's this? Alveolar bone. What's that thing?
Oh, that's
Gingiva. What area am I in? What's this?
Ligament.
Periodontal ligament. Periodontal ligament. Side to side. And then this edge right here. Cement.
Cementum.
So it can have like a pointer that's right here. And it can ask what's to the left of the pointer. And you'd have to choose. Alveolar bone. To the right of the pointer.
Ligament.
Periodontal ligament. Do that. So you can have those little choices there.
the crown.
Crown. something? Gingiva.
Alveolar bone.
Okay.
Hope
This.
cavity.
This
Dentin.
thing.
Ligament.
Right on, right here.
Cementum.
What is the whole thing?
A tooth.
Area?
Neck.
Ooh,
Neck.
Neck. Neck. Area?
Root.
It's upside down.
No, it's not.
It's
a little twisted. Yeah.
It's a deformed tooth or something. It's an alien tooth. Submandibular gland.
What is this one?
Vein.
Vein. How many things you have to know on this? What would be the middle layer?
Tunica media.
You can see a nice shape of muscle in here. Then when it starts to come off, you're going to get
Tunica externa.
tunica externa, and then the other way,
Tunica interna.
tunica interna.
Intima.
The nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice one.
That's the vein.
Artery.
Artery.
So much easier to tell where the tunica media ends here, and where the tunica externa begins, and then the tunica. And that was what again?
Artery.
Artery. We've got the filiform papilla, the stratified, all multiple choice. All multiple choice. Okay, so, and this is a good time to also introduce the layers again, because these are the same epithelial layer followed by the lamina propria. It's always going to be the way that it works. So, this right here, this layer right here, multiple layers. What would it be? Stratified squamous. So all this is stratified squamous. All right, underneath stratified squamous is lamina propria. Well, that's all of this. All this is lamina propria. The problem becomes, so that's the filiform papilla. So if it's pointed to one of these things, it says, what's the point of projection at the end of the pointer? That's what you're looking for, the filiform. If it's just stuck down here, it's just going to be lamina propria. More than likely, filiform will be your choice. So, lamina propria. So lamina propria does go up in here, but for us to distinguish between the two structures, pointed projection is the key phrase you're looking for. So any of these pointed projections, that would be the filiform. Ooh, that's, look at that. Whole pointed projection. Ooh. The whole thing is the filiform. The whole thing. But it's filled with lamina propria. Looks like a monster. So underneath that, so we have the stratified squamous, we have the lamina propria that forms into a filiform. Then we have all this skeletal muscle here, and it says all cuts are present, which means that it's not all going to look like this, it's going to look like this too. So that's skeletal muscle as well, because your tongue is a muscle, so there's lots of different ways to do that. And then in between this, here's the adipose. So this one you have to know that adipose is adipose. So you'll have to know that on this slide. Stratified squamous, lamina, lovely skeletal muscle, and all that adipose. Alright, so here's another different, that was a human tongue, this is a primate tongue. hugely different, but there are some differences. So we've got, again, what is this?
Stratified squamous.
Pointed projections, filiform, villa, and then this, lamina propria, all of these.
Skeletal
Skeletal
muscle.
muscle. That thing's a gland. A
Oh, no.
sublingual gland. Where's some more? Okay, you'll have to see out those. Oh, there it is. So we have this here. Adipose. Skeletal muscles. Tongue. The whole thing.
Yeah. The way the muscle looks is like weird. The way the muscle looks.